Do you ever stop to just question yourself? I've been doing that more and more recently. This is, of course, my vlog. This is day 64, and I come to you in a slightly less than sober demeanour. See, this evening I had a long overdue catch up with a close friend over a few beers, followed up, finished off by a tiny little cocktail. You know, it's like a dessert, extra sweet, extra tasty, to close off the bitterness of the beer, or the bitter. Yeah, we were drinking bitter, so makes sense. Let me just get some water while I'm at it. So what do I mean by do you ever stop to question yourself? I don't mean to question your decisions, your life choices. Sorry, let me just clear some space here so I can lean. Yeah, I don't mean to question your day-to-day choices, decisions, things you have to make your mind up about. No, those are all active choices, answers to questions. Every choice, every decision is essentially your response to a question. So your choice is the answer to the question. But have you considered that maybe there is two of you? The voice in your head, who is it talking to? Is it talking to you? Is it talking to itself? Surely, if it's talking to you, then you must be separate from that voice. Now, obviously, this is all very, very abstract. It's hard to comprehend. Something I'm trying to get my head around, but it's also the same problem that's posed in the introduction to Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now, a book written back in, I think it was 1995. So yeah, in the introduction he finds himself waking up from what can only be described as a night out. So he had a hangover or something. He was recovering from something or other. And in his head he said to himself, or the voice in his head said, I cannot continue to live with myself anymore. And that led him to enlightenment to some level. In that moment, he realized that what this voice in his head had just said was so groundbreaking, because unless it's referring to itself in the third person or something like that, it must be talking about a separate self. A separate self separated from the I, as in, I cannot continue to live with myself. If you split up the word myself to my and self, so you've got the I, you've got the self, and the I cannot live with the self. Once you grasp that, in his words, paraphrasing like a motherfucker here, once you grasp that the I and self are two completely separate, I don't want to call them beings, realities, they're two separate realities, you are one step closer to enlightenment. Now, I've only read as far as the introduction in that book, and I was completely awestruck. No one starts a book like that. That's like the big revelation on page 1. You know, if you're reading a novel, you don't expect to be told what happened in the first chapter, because what the hell do the rest of the chapters lead to? Surely it just leads back to the first chapter. So there's no need to read the rest, because the story's been spoiled. But when something is so profound that it seems illogical, impossible, and very slightly crazy, you'll surely be driven to go and read the remaining chapters. Which is what I intend to do. Yeah. It gets you thinking. If you really just spend 3, 4, 5 minutes thinking, have an argument with that voice in your head. Or even if you can recount or recollect when you have had an argument with the voice in your head, where is this seemingly separate energy coming from? Mad. Anyway, that's enough from me. Gonna finish my cup of tea. Got some mango flavour tea. Smells really good, but it just tastes like regular tea, so it's not massively impressive. Where is it? Mango? Can't see the flavour title. Flavour name? What is this? Peach mango green tea infusion. Yeah, smells really good. Tastes like regular green tea. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Some food for thought there. See you tomorrow.